Hi, Nicole McGonigal here again. So I am going to be showing you how to wire the back of your canvas. I know for me personally, when I started getting into the fine art world, that was probably something that I spent the most time researching and trying to figure out. So I took everything that I learned, simplified it, and I'm putting it into this small short video for you so then you can figure it out more quickly than I did. So let's get started. Alright, so right here you can see the back of my canvas. I will be measuring this out, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my measuring tape. I'm actually using what I would use for sewing. I'm going to measure down the whole side just so I know exactly how long my canvas is. Now, I already know that this one's 24 inches just because that's the size of my canvas that I was using. But I'm just going to show you right here, 24. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the math. I'm going to figure out that I need about 1/3 of the 24. That's going to bring me to about 8 inches there. So once I have, that math figured out, take your total divided by 3, and that'll be how many inches you're going to be coming down. So I'm just going to measure out 8 inches down. I'm going to mark that with a pencil, pen, whatever you have, marker. I'm going to do that on both sides so it's even. Then I'm going to get my hardware ready. I have 2D, and then I have my screws. And I'm just going to use that line that I have there. I'm just going to screw that right in. And these are called a D-hook. They're great to use. A lot of galleries do not want you using the saw hooks or the eye hooks. So a lot of them want you to using these. I'm gonna get the other side here. You can pre-drill holes if you want to, but I've never had a canvas crack by just screwing it in, so. Alright, I'm just going to check that these are set. I'm just going to alter this one just a tiny bit. Alright, now I'm going to measure out my wire. I usually like to bring it about 2 inches or so out from the curve of my hook there. I'm going to go ahead and cut my wire. Now as I'm wiring this, I'm going to bring it down from the top, then I'm going to pull it up and over the wire, and then I'm going to start twisting it around. I did read in one spot a person, another artist would like to tie it off there, but if you have to make adjustments to your wire, it makes it harder to get that apart, to make the adjustments, especially if you're going to be handing it off to a gallery, and they have to try to get that undone. Here I go again. I loop it down, come up, around, over, down. I'm just going to continue twisting that on there. I do remember when I started this, another artist told me not to kind of tie it off there at the start and then twist. She said, that's not necessary, and I started doing it this way instead, and it was so much easier, and it stays put. My wire does not move at all or get loose. So I'm just continuing to twist that until it's done. I like to tuck the point, because there's a little bit of point left, I like to tuck that underneath to make sure nobody that's handling it will get pricked by that wire. You can see that it's pretty full, or tight I should say. I don't want to have too much of a loose wire there. I'm going over here to check it out. I always like to make sure that it is hanging nicely. So what I'm looking for, I am looking for it sitting nice and tight against the wall, nothing leaning out. I don't want the top falling out at all. That's nice and tight against the wall laying there, and the bottom too. I don't want it peeking out at all. So there you have it. That's how you are going to wire your canvas. Just a quick note, the wire on the back, I don't want to have that too loose, so I do pull it tight but not too tight, because we don't want to have too much stress on our canvas frame. So keep that in mind as well when you do that. If for whatever reason your canvas is peeking out, okay, it's most likely you need to tighten that wire just a little bit more. Usually that will bring that in. If for whatever reason that does not work, then just bring your brackets in the back, the D hooks, bring them up just a slight bit, and then that should fix the problem as well. But this method has always worked for me. I've never really had to make any adjustments to it, so that 1/3 down is like golden when it comes to wiring your canvas. So go ahead and give it a try. Let me know how it works for you. But thanks for watching this, and be sure to subscribe to my channel here.